Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is Nick here, back with a brand new video. Today we're going to be discussing why I still remain very bullish on Hbar, why I believe that it is extremely undervalued, especially right now, and why I think that we're very lucky to have our buys pretty much at these current levels, because right now, this dip on Bitcoin is a blessing in disguise, and yes, we could see much lower, but for right now, I'm still kind of, I would say, lenient on a bounce back into uh, these levels up here. Now, these are some really key levels to watch, right? Because we have to watch this $42,000 mark, because if we try to touch that and get rejected, we could see much lower in terms of 28K, but we still have to watch PA play out from our current levels, right? Because right now it is Saturday, right? So we do still have, we have to get through Sunday, and we also have to get through Monday, because Mondays are usually terrible bloodbaths in crypto. Just terrible overall for the market. So we really got to analyze what happens this weekend that remains, as well as into Monday, the beginning of the week, right? Now, Sunday obviously being a huge day, that is pretty much the weekly close. So we do have to watch for a close on the weekly. Now, in my opinion, I would like to have a close above this 38K mark. We could pretty much mark that here as well. It's pretty much on this line. So, a close above this level would be great. A breakdown below this level to close would just be horrible, in my opinion. I mean, even if we come here to the chart on the EMA, I mentioned in my last video, pretty much right now we want to watch for a break point above this $42,000 mark and then clear that 45K to reclaim the EMA. Now, as you guys can see from our current level to this level, it's pretty rough, so I don't really expect that to happen anytime soon, to be completely honest with you. I know that you guys will probably hate to hear that, but hey, that is the case for now. Like I said, I'm expecting this to probably play out for about 40 days in total, not 40 days from now. So we kind of look here from current states where it first started to begin the real major dip to right now it's about 18 days. So that pretty much 40-day mark would bring us to about the 21st of June, so almost near the end, right? Now, of course, this could last a little shorter, so technically speaking, we could end up having about a 37-day correction, where that would bring us to the 18th, pretty much hitting my major target for the actual recovery process. Now, like I said, we really just got to analyze price action on this before we fully enter on Hbar. But let's actually look at this, because this is very interesting, right? Because I mentioned so many times why this is a good deal in terms of fundamentals, project updates, and project innovation as well. And a lot of people just kind of sit silent as they're like, well, then why isn't the price moving, right? And it's a good argument, right? Because even me personally, I'm just like, why isn't the price moving, right? Because we should have been moving by now, right? We did get a good buy today at around 19.7, which wasn't a bad entry at all, to be completely honest with you. I would DCA and definitely at that level, bought a little bit, but overall, we still are ranging on the 76 accumulation day period. Now, the reason why I'm very bullish, right? And this goes for anybody who is holding Hbar. This goes for anybody who is pretty much still saying, hey, why isn't the price moving, right? We were getting ready to hit that all-time high and go into price discovery before this started right here, right? These three candles here. And we'll actually zoom in a little bit and circle them, right? Because this is actually very important overall. So let's come over here to, I think it's right here, yep. So let's circle these three candles here. Sorry for the bad drawing overall. Because what we're seeing, right? And if we come back here, right? So right here on the 13th of May was when we tried to test that all-time high. We could actually draw a little bit of a horizontal line here. So this was on the 13th of May. Now, if we come over here to the 13th, sorry, I actually have the brush still selected. Sorry about that. This was the 12th, right? We were still trading good. Everything was good. We're still looking good. This is when it first started to really dip. Now, we also have to look. Let me actually open a Bitcoin dominance chart. 1 second, because we also have to analyze the Bitcoin dominance, right? So let me go to make sure that the 1 day is still good. All right, we're still good here. So on the 13th of May and also the 12th, we were still ranging at about that 42 to even lowers, right? Because we were down at almost 41 exact, right? So we weren't under the Bitcoin wing for that period of time, pretty much at a decent level, right? So we were still ranging on the 10th. On the 11th, we were sitting still too, right? So we were at pretty much lows of 54K, and even here at around 53K. And we topped out a little bit at 58K on the 12th of May, right? And even if we look here, we could see that on the 13th, we were ranging here. So what exactly happened on the 13th? Well, basically on the 13th, we dropped in dominance, right? If we look here on the 13th, we dropped in dominance all the way down to 41, while Bitcoin kind of did this down onto the 48.7K mark, right? And it did bring us down. So we were topping out while Bitcoin was topping out at about 58K, right? And that's where we hit this mark here, right? And this is everyone's celebrating, right? All the Barbarians celebrating. They were saying, we're going to the moon. We're going to break the all-time high. Everybody was partying, right? And that is when we kind of got that rug pull announcement from Elon Musk saying, hey, Bitcoin's trash, we're not using it. And that is when this big red candle formed. This was the beginning of what we thought was the end. Of course, it's not. We are still looking good. And we hit that bottom level of 48.5K. And that's when Hbar did its thing all the way down to break support and hit that 21-cent mark. So my main point here is, right, we were way above. We were actually under the EMA on Hbar. We're looking pretty bad. This is when everybody was getting mad at it, whatever. And we got that major influx in volume. We could actually see the volume down here too. And we were trading pretty much with Bitcoin here, right? We hit those highs, Now before then, and you could even see it on Bitcoin, right? Because we were at pretty much high point of almost 60K, but we were still pretty much ranging on Hbar. So we broke out of that full-on pretty much accumulation zone and even broke above the EMA, and we were looking good for price discovery. And that is exactly why I remain bullish, right? Because everybody is claiming, the price hasn't moved. We're still stuck, under 30. We're never hitting 30 cents again. Now we're trading at 20 cents. And that is the main reason why I say zoom out, stop looking at the 15-minute or the 1 minute or whatever chart you're looking at, because obviously you're not looking at the same chart that I am. We are very still pretty much in the bullish range because, yeah, sure, we're trading at 20 cents, right? Some of us bought up here. Some of us bought the top back here. Whatever the case may be, at the same time, we are getting incredible buy opportunities, right? And we might get better, right? We might hit, that 15-cent range down here. And we could even put a line there as well, just for another good entry point, right? At the bottom of this candle, or at the bottom of my accumulation pretty much rectangle, and also at the bottom of this candle from the 19th, right? So 15 cents, right? Say for so we enter at 15 cents. We're going to must expect a 35 cent increase in price, because that will put us to 50 cents. And we're definitely going to 50 cents, in my opinion, of course, because, we were ranging there. We were almost there on this candle, right? We were almost in price discovery. We were almost about to celebrate on the yacht, right? But we could not break above that because of Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin came in and spoiled the party for us. So for anybody who is saying that, hey, Hbar is stuck at this stagnant level, right? And it's not moving, and it's probably never going to move. Like, that's pretty much everybody's argument right now, is Hbar is not moving in price, so it's never going to move in price. And I mentioned so many times that these are the types of buys that you want. We want something that sits stagnant because we know it's next, right? We almost broke out. This was pretty much the last opportunity, right? And we could circle this just real quick, right? Because this was almost the last pretty much opportunity that people were going to get for a cheap Hbar, right? But then Bitcoin did its thing, and we could even see dominance kind of increase in price, or increase in percentage, I should say, on the 19th of May, which pretty much ended up with this coming down all the way to these levels. And dominance right now is still pretty high. It is. And we're ranging a little bit higher as Bitcoin does fall a little bit harder. But for the most part, I remain bullish on Hbar because not only are we seeing project updates and integrations happening with the Chainlink integration, we also seen the MVC as well as some other innovations as well as some integrations, I should say, overall. And we're still seeing major project updates, right? So even during these times, we're seeing the project be utilized. We see more people building on Hedera overall, and not only that, but we almost broke out before Bitcoin decided to do its thing, and we tried to do it again the next day, but we really just couldn't get past those key level supports without Bitcoin doing its thing, right? So Bitcoin came in, ruined the party. So what's next, right? Once Bitcoin kind of settles down and pretty much refines its main foundation support level and pretty much ranges to either higher or lower lows and kind of just settles down and pretty much decides what it's going to do. Because right now, for an example, I'm still looking at, that 37 to 40 day overall recovery process. I think that we are going to recover from, this current situation, right? Because right now, there is some key levels to watch, right? That 33.5K, which got breached a little bit today. We did hit $33,333 exact, which is kind of crazy. But we bounced from there, right? We reclaimed the 34.3K mark, almost 34.6. And yeah, we were looking pretty good, right? And we still are. I mean, overall, right now, yeah, we could see much lower lows. The support was broken, but we did bounce quite a bit from there. So right now, we just really got to watch PA on Bitcoin. But, I mean, right now, I still think that Hbar is a steal. Yeah, we could see that 15-cent mark. Again, like I said, it doesn't hurt to DCA in, right? Dollar cost averaging down to 15 cents would not hurt. And I can tell you right now, if we get 15 cents on the board again and you can buy, that is a major steal because we're seeing March pretty much prices, even back in February prices, right? And I think that would be, I honestly think that we fully bottomed out, to be completely honest with you. I think 30K was the bottom back here on the 19th. I don't think that we go much lower, but even if we do, like I said, I'm still expecting a full-on bull run, right? I don't think the bull run's over from a TA standpoint overall. I think that this is just another one of those dips like the 2020 dip. Nothing's really changed, nothing's really different. A lot of people are saying, yeah, this just feels completely different. It feels completely different because you are psychologically, emotionally attracted to this market. You need to separate emotions from finances because when you have emotions set in on finances and whenever you see red days, guess what your mind's telling you right now? I'm selling, everything's over, there is no way that this was real. This was never something that's going to happen. And that's exactly what retail investors tell themselves every single time before a massive bull run. We could see it on every other bull run pattern. There was major FUD happening in the market, major pullbacks, pushing the retail investors out. That's what they want. They want you to be fearful. Like I said in my video today, on the fear and greed index, I said we probably will see 10, right? And guess what we seen? We seen 10 exact, right? And that is what they want. They want extreme fear and panic ensuing through the market so that they could buy your cheap bags. Anybody who is telling you that this bull market is fully finished after 5 months only, after accumulating for 4 years, is either one, they already bought the top and sold out of their bags on a loss, or two, they're just not veterans in terms of crypto, right? Because if you actually studied the charts, if you analyzed the past patterns, you could pretty much tell that we are still in this bullish zone. We still haven't broken down past key supports to invalidate a bull run happening. So for me personally, it would be idiotic for me to tell you guys, hey, be cautious. I think that the bull run's over. So, maybe sell half your bags or anything like that. I am not indicating that at all. I will tell you right now, and I will be completely honest with you. Yes, I am also down in terms of my investments. Nearly the entire market of CT Twitter influencers are down on their bags. They are just not telling you that. So if you are fearful that your investment's down 20, 30, 40, 50%, I could pretty much tell you right now that almost everybody else's bags are down the exact same. All right? We're all going through the same pain. Some people are still buying. Most people are selling, right? They're panic selling. It's totally up to you in terms of what you want to do. I am not a financial advisor. I do not come on here to give you guys financial advice. I can't, right? All I could tell you right now is what I'm personally doing. It's all opinion, and me personally, I'm just kind of telling you guys what I'm doing overall to also help you guys kind of get through this, because we know in terms of the market structure where we're at, right? We're building a foundation to get back to those key support levels. So we really need to watch PA play out on Bitcoin, but I could tell you right now, I remain absolutely bullish on Hbar. It is one of the only projects in this space that has a true vision behind it, with an absolute incredible team that has the overall knowledge and fundamentals down to a T on how to make this project run overall efficiently and just overall scalable to the point where they want to get it at, right? Because they want, enterprise use cases brought on, and they already have that because they know the confidence behind their overall network. So me personally, Hbar, easy hold, easy long-term hold, right? So, even in the case, right, now this is worst case scenario, right? Say for so we wake up on Monday, flash crash market, the stock market just crashes fully, the bubble bursts, and Bitcoin goes down to 3K. In 5 years, Hbar will be worth well over $10, right? Because the fundamentals are there, the project's there. I'm still very bullish on this market and Hbar overall. I still think that we're in a full-blown bull run, right? Because me personally, we did not, like I said, accumulate for 4 years to get to a 5-month bull run. And, in my opinion, this dip here will be like the March 2020 crash, right? And I said it, even back here, the market structure was 37 days in terms of, from the day that it started dipping to the real, momentum building process that brought us back to these all-time highs up here. It was 37 days. This crash here was the same structure that we're trading in here, and it was the same percentage overall from top to bottom. And me personally, I just think if we zoom out and look at this, it honestly does not look that bad at all after building these massive parabolic highs. I think that we're still in a bull run. I still think that by the end of summer, even into January of next year, 2022, right? Because I mentioned on my Twitter 2022, and people said, what about 2021, right? 2022 will be massive because I believe that we're going to have a utility run in terms of these utility tokens being absolutely giants in the space, like Hbar, XRP, TEL, stuff like that. They're going to be massive holds for the utility run and also for the alt run. But overall, that's my technical analysis on this. This is what I'm personally seeing playing out. A lot of key levels here to watch for, a lot of resistance levels as well. But for the most part, I will be keeping you guys in the loop on this. If something happens, I'm going to be uploading a video for you guys. And if I'm still bullish on something, I'm going to explain why. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, please leave a like, subscribe, and turn notifications on. It helps the channel grow. If you guys do want more free knowledge, you guys could join my Discord down in the description below. It's totally free. I try to help out as much as I possibly can. Very busy during the day. This isn't like the only thing that I do. I don't only look at charts. I'm not a full-time trader or anything like that. But I do my absolute best to help you guys out fully, right? So if you guys do want to join the Discord, it's down there. It's for free, pretty much. There's nothing paid in there. And you guys could also follow me on Twitter at NCashOfficial for more instantaneous updates overall. But nonetheless, guys, this has been Nick. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you guys are having a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out.